digital marketers are notorious for checked shirts and beards. So we've all been coming to the office dressed like lumberjacks for 10 years now. So it's about time we picked up some shovels and went dug some holes and stuck some trees in the ground as well.
About 18 months ago we decided we wanted to start contributing to our own carbon footprint and use some of the money we've given to charities to go back into the environment in Ireland and globally, ideally, get rid of our own carbon footprint and replant some native forests back into Ireland.
This is our first time actually getting to do it. There's a couple of levels to our mission. Level 1 is simply to become not just carbon neutral, but carbon negative. So every year we want to plant trees that will suck up more than just our carbon emissions from the previous year. Level 2 is we want to empower other people to do the same. So it could be our clients, it could be community groups, it could be other businesses that want to also become carbon negative. We'd love to figure out a process that we can help them calculate their carbon footprint and then plant enough trees as a team building exercise to offset it. I think that'd be beautiful. Another thing I read is that if you sing to your plants and give them, positive attention, they're actually more likely to grow. So for that reason, we've got this traditional Irish band here with us today, pumping out the tunes, and people are singing an old song and dancing an old jig and giving the trees lots of positive energy as they put them in the ground.
We have music in the background, and yeah, we're all just working together to build our little mini forest here.
So I learned a few things about trees and I got really interested in forestry as a result. So the first thing I learned was Ireland's actually the least forested country in Europe, okay? So we all have this perception of Ireland being a very green country. We're actually the least forested, yet we've the best propensity for growing trees. So trees that take 160 years to grow in Scandinavia, we can grow in 40 years here. So the entrepreneur in me was excited by the fact that there's this huge opportunity of space for planting trees and this natural unfair advantage to do it. So I thought, we really need to go and plant some trees. The next thing I learned was when I started investigating why is it that we're the least forested country in Europe, and it was under British rule. Our native woodland was chopped down for lots of reasons. Some of them were literally to build the British Navy, which went and conquered the world. So Britain conquered the world on Irish oak. So I guess the Irish patriot in me was enlivened, and I thought, gotta go and plant some trees. And then the third part of it was global warming, this whole, massive problem we're all faced with. I learned there's so many don't do's about global warming, but there's one do, and it's very simple, and it's plant trees. Forests are the earth's lungs, trees are the trachea, branches are the bronchi. And if you think about it, a branch, it actually looks like a bronchi in a lung. So the most important thing any of us can do to reverse global warming is to plant trees. So that's what we're here to do today. So while humankind, we're inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide, trees do the opposite. The problem at the moment is humanity is going this way, forestry is going that way. So really simply, if we can rebalance those things, we can reverse climate change. So that's a really good reason for us to be doing this. Once we've a critical mass of forests and it's large enough, we want to reintroduce wolves to Ireland. Wolfgang Digital bringing the wolves back to Ireland, so that'd be pretty cool too.